Hello. Been a while since my last video. Sorry about that. But I actually have an update this time. Two big things have happened since my previous video. Number one, I finally finished and published my comic book. I think in the last video I said it was like a month away from being done. It turned out to be more like 2 months, but I did finish it, and that means a lot to me. Um, Even after that, it actually took a little longer because of the publishing process, but either way, it means a whole lot to have a finished project out there. I know there's a lot of people that procrastinate like hardcore. I've got that on both sides of my family, and it gets in the way of finishing a lot of stuff, home projects, TV shows, you name it. But for anybody else who's had a really bad procrastination problem, there is something truly gratifying about finishing something and looking at it and being like, it's done. I don't gotta tweak it anymore. I don't gotta do nothing to it. It's done. And I know for a lot of people, it's probably just like, dude, it's finishing a project. It's not that big a deal. But for me, it is. Number one, it's my first like completed comic that's mine. It's not a fan comic. It's not a commission or anything. It's completely mine, and it's actually my longest work, which is pretty cool. Besides procrastination, there were a couple struggles I was dealing with when finishing the comic up. Namely, the werewolf design I was really struggling with. The first version of it was just kind of a wolf man, and like rather like a generic werewolf, like walking wolf person. It looked pretty much just like a wolf furry. Like it didn't look like anything unique or interesting. And I'm not super confident with drawing animal faces or anything, so it just didn't look very good to me. And then I tried a different version where I was like, I'll do more like a monster movie Wolfman kind of look, something more similar to like the like classic horror movie Wolfman, which at first I kind of liked, but I actually have plans for something else that looks really similar. So I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't work either. All right, crap. But then I finally settled on the new look, which is reminiscent of the Uzuru from Dragon Ball. Overall, I really like how mine turned out. If you like the art for this book or the stuff I've been talking about it, or it just sounds interesting to you, it is currently available on Lulu.com. I'll put a link down below or in the video somewhere. The book is $9.95 with probably $4-ish for shipping, so you're looking at something around 15 bucks altogether. Um, and yeah, it's a story about magic and monster hunters. And it's the first part of a full series. I am working on chapter one currently. I'm hoping I can have the storyboard done by the end of today. We'll see. Storyboarding always takes way longer than I mean for it to. And I've like pushed it back, being like, "Oh, it's almost done. It's almost done." And then I'm like, "I don't like how this looks," so I have to like change it up. But anyway, hopefully I'll have chapter one done soon. It's looking like it's going to be around, I think it was 40 pages. Um, I'm trying to keep the chapter one as like not necessarily short, but just as I want, because there's a lot of stuff I need to cover. There's a lot of character interactions and themes and exposition that I need to do. So but I didn't want to do another like 60-page thing because I'm like, it's chapter one. It's not meant to be like a pilot chapter. It's just normal chapter one. Um, the intent would be to have like chapters be around 30 pages in general. So yeah, that's a little update on chapter one right now. If you're interested in seeing anything else with chapter one so far or any other Majestic stuff, it's available on my Patreon. There's a bunch of stuff for it and notes, character art, and spoiler stuff, and yada yada. So if you'd be interested in that, you can sign up for like $1 and you can see all that stuff. Uh, Not to shill it or anything, just fair to let you know. The second big thing that's happened since we finished the comic book part was I recently did a convention. It was my first convention in a long time, and honestly, my first like real convention because the one I did before I did a few years in a row, and it was a really small, like super duper crazy small one at the library. It was fun, but I would say this was a very different experience. But anyway, so the convention was Frankfurt Anime Fest in Frankfurt, Kentucky, and I was really excited, really hyped up for it. I got a bunch of stuff ready. I had some prints, some little clay figures. Um, Obviously, my comic book was there with me, and a fan comic I had done previously that was probably my most popular work. I'll probably put a little clip of that here. Um, I saw somebody actually uploaded this comic to YouTube, which was really weird. Because they didn't tell me or anything, but that's a subject for a different video. um, on the convention, I will say this: I had a lot of fun. I didn't make a lot of money, but I had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about like con culture just even within the first few hours. That is really gonna help me for the next time. Um, I mean, I could offer some advice for a video if anybody would be interested. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience. Obviously, I've only been to one, but I picked up on a lot of little things like pretty quickly. And like I have a lot of like notes and theories on what I could do for next time to maybe do a little better. Um, but overall, I'll say this: conventions like anime cons and stuff, when you're an artist, yeah, they're about making money to a degree, but a big part of it is meeting other artists, meeting other people who are passionate about what they're doing, and honestly, just getting out there with your work, showing it to the world. Because there's a lot of stuff online right now, like really every website you go to, where basically if you use the wrong words in your post, whatever it is, if it's artwork, if it's just a link, I mean, if it's a link, you're not going to get any eyeballs. But if you use the wrong words, like the word commission or fan art, even, or anything, it seems, the algorithm just buries you, and it's really difficult to get people to see you. And I've found that for a lot of artists out there, it's really, really discouraging. And they're like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Like, nobody seems to like my stuff. But then they, like, go somewhere in public and people actually do like it. They're complimenting it. They're talking to them about it. And it's like, oh, okay, so it is good. Um, and you just really don't get that experience on the internet. You just don't. I mean, if you're, one of the lucky few who the algorithm decides to smile on, or you're just so talented that like the algorithm just can't do anything to you, then yeah, you don't really see a difference. But going out in the world and actually talking to people about my stuff and showing them my portfolio and all that, and them thinking it's cool, even if they don't buy anything, just seeing people enjoying my work is really, really fun for me. And I'm looking forward to the next convention I do. Like I said, I've learned a lot already, and I think I have a way, way better idea of what to do. If anybody would like to, like, for me to do a video on that, I'm open to it. Like just kind of my theories on it. I might wait until after I do another convention or some more, so I can actually make a useful video. But but yeah, overall the convention was fun. The staff was really, really cool. Like I said, overall super positive experience. I just definitely think I needed to be more prepared, and for the next one, I definitely will be. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and just end it here. If you like this video, cool. Let me know with a little like and comment down below what you liked about it. If you didn't, give me a dislike and let me know down in the comments what you didn't like so I can learn. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, let me know in the comments too. Like if there's any like, oh, you want to know more about Majestic, or any questions about convention stuff, or really anything I'm doing, just let me know. And yeah, I sometimes struggle with talking about really anything to a microphone because I'm, you know, awkward. But if I have kind of a jumping off point, like with this one, I was like, oh yeah, I did a convention and I published a book. That's two things I can talk about for like 15 minutes. And I can also ramble on about some stuff for a little bit in there. So, but yeah, if I have a jumping off point, I'm a lot better at that kind of stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.